Hey, what's up, YouTube? King James here. If you're like me, you've probably done the bank subway Easter egg. That's what I'm doing right here. And when I get in there, you know, we're always looking for the jug, the specialist, the advanced UAVs. But in that back corner, there's a gun called the Firebrand. And I've tried it out a couple of times, and it's a Bruen. Is the Bruen back? Maybe. So in that back room of the hidden subway station where you go after you complete the bank subway Easter egg is this legendary blueprint. The way it's set up right now, it isn't really that great. But it got me thinking, because it looks so cool, I wonder if I can change the attachments a little bit and make this thing work. The Bruen back in Season 5 and early Season 6 was the meta, the go-to weapon, but they nerfed it like mad, and nobody really uses it anymore. But after using this, I had a little bit of nostalgia, and I thought, I wonder if I can modify this thing and if it still works. And I made a few changes. I went to iron sights, which is really popular now, but I did it for a different reason, just to get an extra attachment. And I've been trying the Bruen out, and it's actually pretty dang good. I think you need to try it again. Maybe the Bruen is back. I'm going to show you some gameplay and then my build. But just before I get there, thank you to everybody who's recently subbed to the channel. I really appreciate that love and support, so thank you guys. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, consider subscribing because it really does help small content creators like myself. Alright, let me show you a little gameplay in multiplayer where I was testing it, and then using it in Warzone at longer distances, which it used to really excel at. And I'll show you how it works, then I'll show you my build. Here I am in multiplayer when I was first testing some of my different builds. I figured out to build the gun in two different ways, sort of an up close and medium range build where you would pair it with a marksman rifle or a sniper, and then a longer distance build. But both builds you got to use iron sights, which I actually got really used to. I know a lot of guys use them all the time, but I'm not much of an iron sight guy, but I got used to it with this build, and it seems to work really well. So here I am in Warzone, and this helicopter, we've been shooting at it for a little while, and we disabled it there, and then I lasered this guy out of the air with the Bruen. And even long distance with the iron sights, it works pretty damn good. So the other two guys were down. My buddy got one of them. This guy was sniping at us and challenging us, so I'm kind of, you know, bobbing and weaving. Got him down. They're getting the res off, so I'm like, forget it. I'm pushing. So I'm pushing straight at this guy, and I end up getting the elim and wiping the team. The Bruen works really nice in this setup, so let me show you my build. So I made some changes from the way the blueprint originally is. I went back to a little bit more of a traditional Bruen, how we built it, but with a couple of different changes. So this setup right here, this is the close medium range Bruen that you're going to want to pair with like a sniper or a marksman rifle. For the suppressor, I'm using the monolithic suppressor. We pretty well always use this one on the Bruen, and that's because of the sound suppression and the extra range it gives you. For the barrel, I'm using the Bruen 18-inch para. This gives you ADS speed and movement speed. You can see right here. So this really helps when it's your primary gun and you have to run around with it. For the laser, I'm using the TAC laser. We figured out using this a little while back and I kept it. So I'm using the TAC laser and the Commando foregrip. These are two mods that we used before, but never really in conjunction with each other. And then the 60 round mag. So by not having an optic, it lets you run both of these. And this is how you get the old Bruen stability back, and that's what made it so great. But the downside is the iron sight, but I actually think the iron sight works pretty dang good, and I'm used to it. I don't really need a scope anymore, so that's what makes the Bruen viable again. Now for longer range, what you're going to want to do is get rid of the 18 par and go with the Summit 26.8. You can see there it gives you a ton more range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. So you can see a whole bunch more control here, but at the expense of movement speed and ADS speed. So if you're carrying this with an SMG or a shotgun, just so you have high mobility, this works because now it becomes your medium long range weapon instead of maybe your sniper does. So if you're going to carry it with, you know, with a sniper, use this barrel. If you're going to carry it with a shotgun or SMG, use this barrel. But in both setups, make sure that you're going with no scope and running both the TAC laser and the Commando foregrip. Alright guys, give that a try. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Can you use the Bruen like this? Is the Bruen back? Maybe the Bruen's out and everybody's back onto the Kilo, which I know is the meta weapon right now, and it's great. But this is so nostalgic, and I had a ton of fun using it. It really reminded me of, you know, mid-season 5 and early season 6. This is great. Give it a try. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, if you don't see me in multiplayer, if you don't see me in Warzone, it's only a matter of time, baby. King James out.